didn't see you. Welcome to History Through the Ages. Today, we will be focusing on a political event that happened in Southeast Asia in the 1960s. Singapore is the setting of our story today, where the massive use of propaganda changed the face of a country forever. It was a clash of culture, a clash of religion, and a clash of race.
I remember coming home from school and regularly finding my parents watching the news about it, and they were always very worried.
The country of Singapore is home to a multi-ethnic, metropolitan society made up mainly of the Chinese and the Malays. These two groups could not coexist peacefully without an ideological struggle. The struggle included two nuclear superpowers also, the United States and the Soviet Union, both funding opposite sides to further their own personal agenda!
Well, the general feeling was that everybody was really worried that this conflict was between Russia and the US was going to escalate, and there was always the threat of nuclear war.
The Haji, a coalition of the Malays, and the Tsai Chinese party fought for dominance in Singapore! And with two nuclear powers involved, the United States with the Haji and the Soviets with the Tsai, we were on the brink of self-destruction.
Well, my uncle was he was a journalist for the New York Times, and he covered that whole region back in those days. So he would tell us things, and we would get together at Christmas. And I remember him saying that the Tsai leadership used propaganda, just egregious propaganda, to kind of control the masses, to help their cause. And he gave an example of how they use propaganda in these kind of outrageous ways, and it was quite effective.
Today's Singapore is what we like to call a third world nation, suffering from poverty and malnutrition. This mass disparity can be accredited to the Haji-Tsai conflict that occurred during a time of massive tension in the world. Though the two groups now live in peace, it took violence to achieve this. Propaganda has been used throughout history and abused, and because of this, Singapore will never be the same.